Wow. World of Warcraft is the biggest game I never really had the chance to play much of. I wanted to start it and test the limits of this world. And I was surprised. And delighted. Surplighted. We started on the sea, heading to an island to find some kind of lost expedition. I could tell this epic adventure was only beginning, looking at all the valiant soldiers and this spinning guy here. Of course, the adventure would have to wait as I walked by this barrel of rotten fish, complete with these little fly models. As I explored, I noticed a small section underneath the stairs that taunted me. Sadly, no matter how much I tried, there was no way down. I further familiarized myself with the crew and the scenery of the rolling ocean waves, testing the boat's ability to keep me from falling overboard, when I realized, oh yeah, I'm here for a reason. Captain Garrick had a mission for me, and it was time to get serious, to show these soldiers everything I had worked so hard for. Private Cole thought he could hop away, but it wasn't enough for him to escape my slashing sword. Suddenly the weather became dark and we rushed to the cargo hold to evade the oncoming storm. We completely sunk. I was on some island somewhere with a beautiful skybox. These soft clouds rolling over in the distance. Little crabs wandering the sands. Aw, look at this little guy. Other crew members washed ashore too, like Sleepy the dwarf. Sadly, there were remnants of crews who didn't end up making it, like this skeleton clutching this golden amethyst necklace. One last piece of booty before the end, I suppose. Now, the game clearly wanted me to follow the path upwards towards the island, but I was more curious about whether or not I could swim. Learning that I could, the next question was, how far? Very, very far, it appeared. What a vast and endless world I was in. The possibilities felt endless. Here was a whole underwater garden that I would imagine most people would never think to go and see. I noticed a pillar sticking out of the sand. Who built this and why? Had this once been dry land? Was this a marker for something? Was this the mark of a civilization we would see make an appearance later in the game? Only time would tell, and that's when I noticed the sunken ship. Dialing in on the details of the vessel, the edges of my screen went red. Oh no, that's not right. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a breath meter. I quickly swam towards the surface, hoping I could get to the air before the unthinkable happened. Time was running out and my health was going down by the second, but it was too late. I watched as I lay there floating, curiosity quickly showing me what it is willing to do to the cat. My first time playing World of Warcraft was a brutal experience. A showcase to what can happen if you stray too far from the path. It was a worthwhile journey, however short it may have been. Anyway, I'm Wuzzy Lops. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, no, it turns out you just respawn next to some kind of angel ghost. It even said I could choose to resurrect at that spot. But I had a pirate ship to explore. This new ghostly world was beautiful. Swirling mists spiraling into the sky towards some unknown bright point. Soft choral music playing on the breeze, a glimpse into the ethereal world. I felt like this ocean plant sticking out of the water, into the air it was never meant to see. And there I was, my ghostly visage staring at the body I had so callously lost. My form laying down upon the ocean water in sheer defiance of physics. Or perhaps, to me. I spawned in next to the skeleton of myself, a terrifying reminder of the existential cost of my inattentiveness to my own life. I scrambled at once towards the surface, taking in the second chance at life I had been divinely granted. And just like that, I was ready to explore some more. So I immediately went back down to the ship. I love how there was moss on the side of the hole. The rocks and the plants settled into the cracks. I wondered who on the team decided to put this ship down here so far off the beaten path. Now this is what I came down to see. This game has incredible art direction on even the smallest of details. Heading back towards the island, I was well and truly lost, so I went ahead and used the free time to pick out anything interesting I saw along the way. Like this fish head skeleton, or this strange glowy lantern thing. I really could not make any heads or tails of this. Was it a quest objective? Was there gold in it? Who knows? Maybe we'd be back here later. Finally, I found the captain, and apparently something called a murloc was causing trouble. By the way, look at these apples. They're so saturated and shiny. Even though the texture is low poly, they still kind of look delicious. This monkey vase sitting on this gold pile, I can't not point that out. They even added floating cans of bananas in the water. I didn't even know this universe had cans. Falling down this crack led me to a lizard person skeleton. They might have been a mage at one point, and they were holding on tightly to a map of somewhere. It had arrows all over it too. There was so much environmental storytelling here, and I was pretty sure that this was just the tutorial. They really didn't need to go all out and put stuff everywhere, but it did a good job of fleshing out the map and making me feel like I was grounded into an actual place. They even had wildlife, just to keep the map from feeling empty. Things like birds hidden away in the trees, or gophers gathered together on rocks like they're having some kind of secret meeting. This world really is packed with things to look at and experience that don't have any impact on the critical path. So I could see myself hanging out here for a long time to come. I mean, if this is just the tutorial, what does the actual World of Warcraft end up looking like? The detailed and magical wonder of Warcraft.